Good morning and welcome to this update video for the development of Chronicle SD, uh, which for the past couple of months has been none. Uh, so let's just see where it has been this entire time. Really quick. Let's see, there's the debug menu, right? Over here it is the platform that is being used and the type of input that is being used. The colors also have a significance, especially this one is compiled over the interpreter. The white letter is compiled, dark gray is interpreter, and the blue just also means that it is desktop. I'm in the room int, room initializer, initial, whatever, and there's 6 objects in this room. Various stats about the screen, the status of the input device, and the version number and build date. Actually, it's just the build time. It has no date. I had to correct that. Anyway, see over here it changes to room title with still 6 objects, and that's room test with 41 objects. Right, I can move, I can attack, press the right bumper, that's for talking. Let me take out the debug. If I'm not talking to anyone, I just say hello. And if I start talking to this individual, hi, I'm asking for a question, but that's it, nothing else. And after a while, it just drops off. And another thing about the debug menu is that I can turn parts of it on and off if I choose. Right, if I only want to see the input, and I can also restart the game, but that's it. So that's basically the same thing as it was before I stopped working on it. Basically because of the entire pandemic that's going on, I haven't been able to work on it. I'm considered an essential worker, so the past couple months has been hectic. There's been a lot of overtime, and also one thing that I used to do that I no longer can because of all the changes they've done. I would take my computer to work, and during the breaks, before work, after work, and all the breaks, I will work on Chronicle Destiny. But it is right now not advisable to do that. But right now it has kind of slowed down a bit. So I'll gonna restart development on Chronicle SD. Two things of note. One of them is not that important, is that I now have a different computer. I was developing it on a Surface Pro 5, which I know officially it's only Surface Pro. There's no 5 on it, but whatever. But yeah, I was developing it on a Surface Pro 5, and now I have a Surface Pro 7, which shouldn't do much of a change, but yeah. And the other thing that is going on, let's see, load. Come on, there we go. is that I now have access to the GameMaker Studio 2 beta, right? As soon as the news that the beta was open, I signed up for it, and now I have access to GameMaker Studio 2 beta. So, because the beta introduces new things, mainly in like the programming using methods and structs, I plan to basically restart development using GameMaker Studio 2 beta. Right, that was new GameMaker language. Projects. I'll make a new project called and there we go. Right, it's introduces new things over the old GameMaker. Especially one thing that I really want to use the new features on is essentially the input. Right, here we go. There's this array called current, and it uses enums to address every single one of these values. Then there's another array called previous, another array called pressed and released. So I think this will be better handled with structs rather than all these arrays. And another thing that let's see, basically how dialog, how I was developing it. First there's this array, right, R0, and let's see if it, then I put this on another array, responses, right? Same thing, there's another array R1 and R2, and they go into the responses array. But yeah, now I mean, yeah, that's just a two-dimensional array, but I think it was going to go into another array as well. But either way, now GameMaker Studio 2 has structs that I can use to build that input object, and also it uses nested arrays, multi-dimensional nested arrays, which will be very helpful in creating the dialogue. So I will be starting development on Chronicle Destiny using GameMaker Studio 2 beta. And yeah, that's about it. That's all the news right now. And created on GameMaker Studio 2. And yeah, hopefully it all goes well. Later.